Right, hello guys. So, all right, PSG versus Manchester United ended 1-1 today in Gothenburg. Honestly, for a pre-season friendly, it was quite an entertaining game. PSG, I think they came out the blocks, really flying out the blocks. United barely had a time to settle before they were a goal down. Just 2 minutes in, I think it was, with I think Ibrahim Mabai or something. I think his name is. Finished off with a quick PSG move, and then there was a really good pass from I think the other guy was Dro, and suddenly it was 1-0, and I was panicking till you truth. I thought, wow, this is not looking good. They've only got young players on, and they're 1-0 ahead. Anyway, at the point you're thinking, here we go, PSG are going to run away with this. You know, they are European champions. Well, they move the ball quickly, and when they start like that, they can make any team look uncomfortable. And they did make Man United look uncomfortable. Made me look uncomfortable sitting on the sofa as well. Anyway, but fair play to Manchester United because they didn't panic. Normally, Man United panic. You know that. As soon as the goal goes down, they lose shape and they don't know what to do. But they did actually lose shape at all. They grew in the game, and their pressing got higher, and they caused PSG a lot of problems in the first half and also in the second. The player who really stood out to me was I've got to say Brian Mbuemo. He looked sharp, confident, and dangerous every time United got the ball forward. You could tell he wanted to make something happen, something more happen, um, and eventually he did. He scored the goal. In the 32nd minute, anyway, and Bueno scored the equaliser anyway for Manchester United, as they deserved. United had been knocking on the door of the PSG goalkeeper, um, um, who had already made a couple of important saves before that as well. But United kept going, and Bueno made it 1-1 anyway. From then, the game opened up a bit. I thought it was really full on chaos, and there's definitely more to it than a typical pre-season game. I think both sides had moments. Both teams wanted to play on the front foot, and neither side really looked happy just to settle for a draw. They both were going for the win, even right till the end. Anyway, the second half, right? Okay, the second half was more about changes. Tell you the truth, fitness and giving players minutes. That's always going to affect the rhythm in a friendly, especially when both managers start rotating the teams. But there were still positives for both sides, I would say. PSG, May's early goal was probably the biggest talking point for them. There's nothing else really apart from that. Um, he took his chance really well, and it's another reminder that PSG have some serious talent, young talent anyway, coming through, which you saw from the Mabai's goal. There was also a little scare when I can't remember his name. It's Krafskarawa something or whatever. Took a knock, but thankfully it didn't look anything too serious. For United, the biggest positive was the reaction after that awful start, conceding after 2 minutes against PSG. It's not easy, especially when you're still building fitness and trying to, you know, make different, sort out different combinations. But they stayed in the game, created chances, and got themselves level anyway. And again, Moreno stood out. He got the goal. He looked lively. Probably could have got more goals as well. In the second half as well. So overall, 1-1 with PSG is not a bad result, tell you the truth. I mean, I was hoping a win, like I said, at half time. I was hoping to come out and score a few more goals, but we could have. Their first goal, he made a few good saves as well, tell you the truth. And then we had a few misses as well. It's all about getting fit and ready for the season. So nobody's getting carried away. It's only a pre-season game, but for United, it's a good result against the current European champions, who Arsenal actually couldn't beat. And for PSG, it was just another step forward, getting ready for the season. So let me know what you think. Was Mbeumo the best player on the pitch, and what do you think United are looking? Do you think United are looking ready for the season as well? For me, honestly, I thought Xerxes, I don't know why they want to get rid of him. I love Xerxes. I think we should keep Xerxes. He's such a good player, tell you the truth. And Tillsman was really good. Bruno looked fantastic again. Ahmad was fantastic again. Even the youngsters that came on, the Fletcher brothers, both absolutely brilliant. Our goalkeeper, Tim Eaton, I think he's 40 years old, and even he made a few good saves as well. So overall, I'm happy. We didn't lose. That's the main thing. We got a draw against PSG. I know this isn't the strongest PSG, and I know they've got a lot of like good players coming back in, but it's positive signs now. So after watching this, we've had a good preseason, but I'm not going to get overhyped up because I remember, a couple of times I think was it Louis Van Gaal when he came in, we had a fantastic preseason. He started the season and we really lost the first game and we were shit. So I am not getting over carried away. From what I saw, the link up was good. The players are good. They've got a format of how they want to play. So it's all looking good and straightforward. So we look forward to the Leeds game now on Wednesday, which should be good. I think it's more like a derby. It's probably just as not. I don't think it's as big as Liverpool, but Leeds is Leeds, isn't it? So I'm hoping we get a good result there and carry on from this PSG game. And then we've got AC Milan and Ruben Amorim. We need to get revenge on him. Tell you the truth. So let me know what you think of the game today, guys, in the comments. Also at the bottom you can see Fanatics. This is where I bought my top from. Brilliant website. They sell original tops. They're a bit, like I said, they're not as cheap. They're cheaper than Adidas and Manchester United website. You get free printing on the back. On mine, I've got, as you can see, I don't know, my favourite player, Bruno Fernandes. I love Bruno, and I've got him on the back of my top. Most of my tops are Bruno Fernandes. But check their website out. You get free delivery also if it's over £39. They're not sponsoring me anything, but I've been using them for over 3-4 years. I don't like buying these cheap Chinese, rip-off brands. If you're going to buy something, buy the original. And then the thing is, these are sentimental, and they keep their value as well. So yeah. So let me know what you think about the game, guys. Follow Fanatics as well. Buy your football tops from there, and I'll see you on the next video.